Thinking is becoming a luxury good. It's no longer affordable and accessible. With some of the most powerful computers literally in our pockets, smartphones. We are becoming less and less creative, we are becoming less and less critical thinkers, and we are relying more and more on our everyday devices, on our smartphones, on our laptops as well. It's not just a smartphone issue, it is a generally we are subsidizing a lot of our thinking by just asking, for example, the large language models, the AI. We are asking them for advice, we are asking them for therapy, we are relying on them to be our friends and partners.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
This is becoming a bit more dystopian every single day, and today we will dive deep into this topic. We will watch a video that talks about this, and then I want to talk about it and comment on this a little bit more broadly. But before we do that, guys, make sure to smash that subscribe button, make sure to smash that like button, it truly helps the algorithm. Also, make sure to check out my blog, it is amazing, unique, only the brightest and smartest will truly appreciate it. And since you are here, that definitely must be you.
You're so smart. You're so effing smart.
Definitely must be you. But okay, without any further yapping around, let's go.
We need to talk about this piece that came out in the New York Times last week called Thinking is Becoming a Luxury Good, because I think that it hits on the crux of pretty much every problem that we're seeing in our world today, and honestly will shape our entire future. As a creative health scientist, I have been trying to sound this alarm for years, because when we lose our ability to think critically, to be creative, to engage with nuance and depth and knowledge, it's not just some fluffy thing. We are literally giving away our power. That's because even though creative, critical, deep thinking is an innate human trait, it actually is literally what makes us human. It's also a skill. It's something that we need to practice consistently and continue to show up with time. But when the only people that are doing that are the elites, then literally thinking becomes a privilege. In this piece, this author paints the picture of living in a post-literate world, which is kind of a wild thing to say, but it is very similar to a lot of what we've been saying at Daydreamers for years, that most of us are being fed junk food. We are ingesting in our brain memes, short form content, things that do not strengthen our capacity to think deeply, but actually take away from it. And this isn't something that's equal across the board. Wealthier people and families are tending to send their kids to schools that ban phones, that encourage long form reading, and in some cases, the author even cites that some of these families are hiring no phone nannies. This is leading to real, tangible inequities and results that are shaping our world. Some of the research that the author site shows that kids from wealthier families are spending less than 2 hours a day on screens and phones than kids from poorer families. And this isn't just related to kids. Even adults' literacy rates are dropping, and particularly from low-income groups. I personally found this stat wild, but nearly half of American adults today read 0 books in 2023. I have truly been saying this for years, but creative, critical thinking is not only our superpower and what can change the world, but it also is a muscle. It's something that we need to strengthen with practice. And when we are constantly feeding our brain junk food, then it's going to atrophy. This is what I've dedicated my entire career to, and I think think it's a problem that is extremely urgent and that all of us need to care about. Because when thinking becomes a privilege, our entire world suffers. I'll talk about how we can start to strengthen our creative brain no matter how much money you have, how much talent you have, how much time you have.
Now this is definitely becoming a little bit more dystopian-like. All of our interactions and thinking are becoming more and more tied to the online space. On a little bit of a lighter note, I have been watching and listening to few podcasts, comedian podcast.
I'm the machine!
Comedy gold.
And they have been talking a lot about, getting rid of the phone and being more present and trying to be more rooted in real life, basically grounded in real life, your root chakra being grounded in real life. And we are definitely seeing that the technologies are advancing extremely fast, specifically the AI models. It may feel like every day that there is news breaking, development. But on the other hand, we are also seeing a rise in a counterculture. A lot of people are prioritizing basically off-grid.
We're off the grid
Type of lifestyle. We saw that a little bit with the rise of the ThreadVive and a little bit of that. There is a definitely it's not just left and right, but on both sides there is a rise in a counterculture without technologies, and at least limiting the reach of their technologies. Also trying to read as much as possible, trying to ground yourself in reality and real time. And we are trying to learn how to live with today's technologies. We are all trying to adapt to the new society where technologies are omnipresent, when they are basically listening to every single conversation that we have and stealing everything we have on our mobile phones and extreme overreach of our privacy. And so there is a counterculture brewing underneath that is basically trying to ditch these devices a little bit, at least pull back on these devices, maybe living a bit without them, trying to live without them. And that is definitely something, I have to be honest with you, I'm personally interested in, trying to live a bit more in my day-to-day life without these devices, without these smartphones, without these laptops. I obviously need them for editing and stuff like that, and for also finding material for my videos. As you all know, I find material on TikTok online, and so it has been great definitely for me. All of these social medias, they have been truly beneficial for me. I'm truly grateful for them. On the other hand, I also want to have my personal life intact. I want to have my personal life not crumbling under the weight of today's technologies. And so, as many other people, I'm trying as well, try to ditch the smartphone a little bit, try to ditch the time spent on these devices. And so I would consider myself to be part of this counterculture as well. Guys, make sure to smash that subscribe button, make sure to smash that like button, especially if you haven't done so yet. It truly helps the algorithm and it truly helps me, so please guys do it. Also, check out the video here, check out the video there and everywhere, and guys, I will see ya in the next one. Bye bye.